Hey Gemini, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you for October 5th through October 12th. All right, so what are we doing today? We're going to do a reading on energy that the two of you are sharing. Okay, so basically kind of what you feel, they feel. What's going on with you might be going on with them. So it's shared energy. All right, and just so you know, I am running a special for hour-long readings this week. I have some extra time, so if that's something that you're interested in, check it out in the description box below, okay? All right, so we're going to take a look here. What do we have here first? Oh, and I'm also doing reversals in this particular reading, okay? All right, so let's see. Wow. Starting off with the sun. So anytime we get the sun right out of the gate like that, you know, if you came to this reading with a particular question, the answer is yes. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that. This can be very much Leo energy, all right, as well. This is, you're both feeling a sense of light and happiness and bliss. Now, we don't know, how this all plays out yet, but I feel like that's your feeling towards each other, whether it's acknowledged or not. Both of you want this feeling of bliss to be shared with each other, okay? So what do we have here? We've got Temperance in the reverse. Okay, so Temperance in the reverse, it says there's something about the timing here that's off. And you both might know that, okay? You both might know that this is something that you both want, but the timing isn't right for some reason. This is card of Sagittarius, by the way, so you might be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Leo. But the timing feels off for some reason. Don't know why yet. And then we have Ace of Wands in the reverse. So this is unexpressed, pent up energy, okay? It feels like some impatience here. This can also be, the reason the timing is possibly off here is somebody needed to make a change, maybe a big change, okay? And they haven't made it yet. And it's causing one or both of you, I think it's both of you, to have really unexpressed, pent-up energy here. Why? Because we have this sun here. It's like there's a desire, there's an energy of wanting to be in the light, and it feels like there's something that's keeping the two of you apart. There might be somebody that's blocking this connection in some way. Gemini. All right, so what do we have here? We have Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, it's making somebody very depressed, very just melancholy, very, just at the end of the day, it almost feels like somebody had to withdraw their affection. And both of you might have withdrawn your affection from this connection right now because somebody hasn't done something or hasn't made a change that they've needed to make, which threw off the timing of this. I don't feel like this is divine timing. I feel like this is something is in the way. Something got in the way of the two of you expressing your feelings. Now, when the Knight of Cups is in the upright, I look at that as carrying around a lot of secret, unexpressed feelings, okay? And when you are unable to express yourself, it can cause, the Knight of Cups to go into reverse. It can cause a lot of moodiness or depression or, withdrawal from the connection. But ultimately, the Sun is what both of you want, what both of you feel with each other, which is beautiful. But you can see how this is like life getting in the way here. What do we have here? Look at 9 of Cups in the reverse. So these two cards together, they really do go together, because this is saying basically that we're not facing something and we're not changing something that definitely, I feel like this is long overdue, to something needed to be fixed or changed or remedied, and this is not facing something, which brings you further away from what your heart's desire is. Okay? And, with this card and this card, Knight of Cups and 9 of Cups here, it's like you almost feel like you're not allowed to share your feelings. You're not allowed to share your desires. It feels wrong. It feels like something could blow up on you or on the other person. Again, this Temperance talks about bad timing, but I feel like it's not about divine timing here. It's about somebody needed to do something that they didn't do. What do we have here? We have the Empress. Okay, so we have this beautiful Sun in the beginning here, and then we have the Empress at the end. And, this placement right here, this I feel like has been Spirit talking through these readings. Sometimes I pick that up, okay? And the Empress, is the energy of the two of you feeling like each other is the right person. And we see that here with the Sun. But then we have all of this reversed timing, not expressing, not feeling like you can express yourself. This feels like very blocked energy. I'm really interested in what's going on here with the Ace of Wands, the Temperance, and the Knight of Cups. Let's see. All right, so Ace of Wands and Knight of Cups. Let's get some clarification. So Temperance in the reverse clarified, look at, by 10 of Swords. So what has caused this to go off the rails a little bit, or what has caused this not to be mended or come together when you feel like it was supposed to, is because we have 10 of Swords in the upright, okay? I feel like, excuse me, this is about betraying yourselves, okay? I don't feel like it could be that some people feel like there's a betrayal going on outside of this connection, or somebody had to be betrayed. That could be what's blocking this in some way, is that this could be, you could be a secret, you could be a third party, or vice versa. So that's what has thrown the timing off here. It also could mean that your thoughts are betraying you, and that to me feels like the more likely situation. All right, so Ace of Wands clarified by, wow, 10 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so this is about failing to let go of something. Okay, failing to, and Ace of Wands is about not making a change that needed to be made. So what are you not letting go of here? This could be, this could be past relationship energy for both of you, meaning, you're almost bringing your past experience with relationship burden and betrayal into this connection, when all this connection wants is the sun, wants to feel the sun, doesn't want this drama that you might be used to. You might be used to a certain level of drama in your relationships. And it doesn't, neither one of you, I feel like, wants that. But 10 of Wands in the reverse says, it's failing to let go of something that has weighed you down. So it's something that's happened, in the past. And this could be you again, or this could be your person. It could be both of you. And it could mean different things for both of you, right? It could be an actual person that somebody is unwilling to let go of. All right, so Knight of Cups clarified by 6 of Swords. So I feel like there's a level of depression around not being able to move in the direction that you want. 6 of Swords is about moving towards calmer waters, moving towards Empress, or the person that you feel nurtured by, the person that you see as the ideal person or the one. Okay, the person that could be the mother or father of your children, the person that brings you a lot of happiness. You feel blocked from that. You feel blocked from, having your 9 of Cups here. And again, a lot of it, which I'm seeing a lot of today, is coming from how we're thinking about things. How we're thinking about things, and possibly lack of action. Lack of action. Somebody needs to take action to remove something from their life. They might be struggling to do that, okay? And that has affected the timing of this coming together. It's creating, a lot of, I feel like a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of depression, or feeling like we can't move forward. And that's a shame, because this is something that wants to happen. So, all right, so let's see what's needed here. All right, so one card for the sun, one card for this 10 of Swords and bad timing, and then one card over here for this lack of action. All right, so what do we need to find the sun in this connection? Recognition. I feel like that makes sense. We need to be able to recognize what we're missing, what we're not doing, how we're thinking. If we're thinking in terms of 10 of Swords, or there's a 10 of Swords situation here that needs to be addressed. If, we're spending a lot of time asking why me or why not me, that needs to be recognized and it needs to be addressed. If we're not making the changes that we need to make in order to move something forward, then, that's something that needs to be addressed. So a recognition of what needs to be done in order to get to our sun. All right, so what do we have here? Yeah, this is definitely about needing to make a change and letting something go. And this applies to both of you in some way. What do we need? Miracles. All right, so sorry, don't mean to laugh at that, but it's like You might, if you feel like you need a miracle to make a change in your life, okay, then it feels very, very far away. The solution feels very far away to you. It might feel very far away to your person as well. If you're waiting for somebody else to make a change, you're saying to yourself, it'll be a miracle if they ever do that. And you got to change that. You got to change the way you think about that, okay? You got to put out the energy that, of course, they're going to do this. Of course, they know they need to do this. But the other aspect of this is that there might be a miracle coming to help this person or you make the change that you need to make, all right? So that's the other way of looking at that. All right, so 10 of Swords, what do we need? Gentleness. And I feel like this is gentleness with yourself. Gentleness, being gentle with how you think of your person, being gentle with how, if you're in any way spending time blaming anybody in this situation, that's not serving you. So being gentle with yourself, being forgiving of yourself. You might have made mistakes, in some way in this situation. There's not a lot of good that comes from, beating yourself up over that, especially if you recognize that you could have done something a little bit differently. It might have been meant to be the way that it worked out. Let's get one more card for the Empress. What do you need in order to have your ideal person? Hope. So when this comes up in this spot, and it has a couple of times, I feel like what this is saying is, if in order to have hope, to have your person, to have that sun, there needs to be, some faith here. And sometimes, like seeing it before you believe it, right? That's not what faith is. It's believing it before you see it. That's what a miracle is. Now that makes sense to me, because you can't have hope without having faith, okay? You can't be in fear or anger and still have hope, because it says you don't believe it's coming. Faith says you believe it's coming, and that's where you need to be, because it feels like there is definitely something difficult that one or both of you is dealing with, and this is saying being able to recognize it is the first step, okay? Having some type of faith, believing it before you see it, can bring miracles. Being gentle on yourself and on your person, even if it seems as though mistakes have been made, throughout this challenging time. Being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend. You would definitely not beat up a friend if they were going through a rough patch. You'd be supportive and you would be gentle with them. Do the same for yourself, because there is a lot of hope for this connection, and it could be a very happy connection, but there's definitely some type of block here that needs to be addressed, and having faith that it will be. That will literally take 10 of Swords can't exist, when it comes to how you're thinking with faith. Okay, that's losing faith. So we need faith back in this situation, okay? All right, so Gemini, that is what I have for you. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, you can certainly reach out to me. If not, no worries. I will talk to you next time. Have a fantastic week. All right, thanks. Bye.